Another follow-up to a big story that we've been covering for you. Scottsdale police are just releasing new information about a shooting that injured one of their own. The suspect tracked down about 24 hours later where he was killed in a standoff with police. ABC 15's Christine Stanwood covered this from the anchor desk over the weekend. Christine is live for us this morning. What are you learning now, Christine?
Justin, we're just now learning why Scottsdale police were looking for Kenneth Hearne in the first place. If you remember, that was from that shooting last Friday in downtown Phoenix during First Fridays. Well, they just announced that they were looking for Kenneth Hearne because they say he was a person of interest in an armed, violent sexual assault of a 70-year-old woman here in Scottsdale. That happened all the way back on October 12th at an apartment complex in Scottsdale. Police putting out a notice 2 days later on October 14th asking for help from the public if they saw anything that early morning at the San Marin Luxury Suites and Apartments. Okay, so then fast forward a few months later, that's when they say that they were building their case for Hearne. Scottsdale police say that they were receiving multiple tips, follow up with witnesses, videos, and photos on Kenneth Hearne, eventually making Hearne that person of interest, tying him to the Scottsdale apartment the night of the assault. Now, they tell me that they attempted to make contact with Hearne multiple times, but he avoided police. Then we get to last week on January 6th, Scottsdale police attempted to serve a warrant for Hearne's DNA at a downtown apartment complex where they knew Hearne was inside. Scottsdale police not giving information on the initial downtown Phoenix officer-involved shooting or just days later, the Tempe officer-involved shooting where Hearne eventually died from his wounds from that shooting. They say because the warrant was served during a busy First Friday night in downtown Phoenix, I asked them if they would do anything differently with so many people around. Here's what they had to say. Is there anything you would have done differently for serving that warrant?
We don't really speculate on what we could have done differently. There's always debriefs that come afterwards that what could we do better in the future. But that's why Lieutenant Campbell was talking about, we pre-plan. These are all dynamic situations that happen every single time that we do it, and they're not the same. There are different residences, different apartments, different areas where search warrants can get served. But our special assignment unit and our SWAT team train constantly for evolving situations. So again, we don't speculate, we learn from it to hope that we can do something differently in the future.
So Scottsdale officials obviously debriefing after that officer-involved shooting downtown Phoenix Friday. Now, I asked Scottsdale police if there's any call to action following that initial violent sexual assault. They encouraged back in October and again today, reiterating that please lock any windows, doors, especially when the weather is nice outside, in order to prevent anything like that from happening from any intruders. I also asked Scottsdale police if they're looking to arrest more individuals since they knew Hearne frequented that downtown Phoenix apartment. They say they are not done with their investigation, although Hearne is deceased. Now, we do expect to get body camera footage from the night that Scottsdale police were serving that warrant to get Hearne's DNA evidence. We also did learn that the officer was shot, that Scottsdale officer, Sergeant Scott Galbraith, who was shot in the abdomen Friday. We know that he is home. That is the good news. He is expected to make a full recovery. Tonight on ABC 15 at 5 and 6, I'll break down more of the information we learned. We just got this in, so we'll be sure to recap that for you. Live in Scottsdale, Christine Stanwood, ABC 15 Arizona.
A lot unfolding there. Thanks, Christine. We'll see you later tonight. So the man charged in killing 4 University of Idaho students was in court this morning. Brian Koberger waived his right to a speedy trial. A preliminary hearing has been set for June the 26th at 9 a.m. He is being held without bail on charges of 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary. One of the victims, Xander Kernadel, was from Avondale.
I'm Joe St. George outside the Internal Revenue Service in Washington. What are the odds that your taxes face an audit this year? Should you pay for that extra protection before you file? We break down the possibility next.
And now to that second round of classified documents reportedly found in a home where President Joe Biden used to stay when he was VP. So we are waiting for a news conference from Attorney General Merrick Garland right now. Should be happening in a matter of minutes. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has the very latest as we do stand by for that update.
President Biden is under intensifying political pressure amid revelations his aides discovered a second batch of classified documents, this time in his home from his time as vice president. Biden's lawyers decided to search for more files after finding an initial set of 10 vice presidential briefing papers in November at Biden's former private office. Some of them were marked top secret.
People know I take classified documents and classified material seriously. I also said we're cooperating fully and completely with the Justice Department's review.
The White House is declining to answer specific questions about the files, saying Biden's attorneys immediately contacted the Justice Department upon locating both sets of documents.
We're going to see all this unfold. I'm confident.
Republicans are accusing Biden of hypocrisy.
He goes on 60 Minutes, criticizes President Trump, even knowing what he has done.
The GOP-led House Oversight Committee launching an investigation into the documents and calling for the appointment of a special counsel.
We have now 2 different locations where Joe Biden had classified documents.